I'm Barry Thornton, 1993 grad, played football from 1989 to 1992, played lacrosse from 1990. I'm originally from Syracuse, New York, a West Genesee High School product, and now I live in Pittsford, New York, just outside of Rochester. I'm currently the Chief Operating Officer for Lifetime Healthcare Companies, which is a $9 billion health insurance and health services company. What brought me to Cortland was my mindset was I want to stay in New York, stay close to home, and really have a place to potentially play football and lacrosse, get a good education. So ultimately narrowed it down to Cortland and that school just south of Cortland. And when I met with the team, just other students, walked the campus, met with the coaches, right from the beginning, it was a fit. The main word I can come up with is overwhelming. One of my major values that I have is making a difference. And I want to make a difference in whatever I'm involved in, whether that was athletics, whether it's work, whether it's family. And knowing how much Cortland means to me, I met my wife in Cortland. I met my best friends there. I ultimately found a career in being a health science major and taking that on. When I step back and say, now I'm part of the C Club Hall of Fame, to me, that just means I've been able to make a difference. It feels great to be able to say that I'm able to do that for a place that means so much to me. One of my friends, Kevin Hyatt, and then there's another friend, Mike Tuttle. We now go to football games in the fall. We travel, we do different things together. But I remember meeting him in front of Sperry Hall during orientation. And Kevin's taller than me, bigger than me, and kind of looking down at me a little bit. And so from that point forward, every day that I would go to work out, I would think of him and I would think, okay, I'm going to do more weights. I'm going to do more reps. He was my motivation, but also obviously it worked out well in terms of our relationship going forward. The second one is beating Ithaca in 1992. We had everything going against us. I mean, they were defending national champs, #1 in the country, had won 18 straight games. Their coach was going for his 200th win. We were able to beat them 22-20. And I remember we stopped them on a 2-point conversion in the last 13 seconds and just bedlam broke loose. Fans on the field, people riding bikes across the field, stuff being thrown all over the place. Obviously had to stop the game. It was just an amazing day to remember and a very fun night to remember too. But I would say the most important one is meeting my wife. Kristen is my wife. We've been married close to 30 years at this point. I lived at Otter Creek, and it was my night to prepare dinner for the housemates. And one of my friends' girlfriend was coming over to drop something off. And in comes with his girlfriend, this pretty blonde. And here I am, I'm being the chef, cooking, I think, shake and bake pork chops. And that was the first time that we met. She did confess to me, though, down the road that she said, I was just so impressed with you just cooking. And it wasn't like you were making mac and cheese. I mean, you were making a full meal there. But I have to say, I think that was false advertising because I don't think you've made a meal like that since that point in time. Just how important family is to me, and that is my proudest achievement. Kristen and I, being married 30 years, we had great role models from our parents, and then Jack and Connor, our children, on their own, supporting themselves, and just have a tight-knit, tight bond, and just so proud of what we've kind of created together. My parents, Barry and Carol Thornton, and then my wife, Kristen. My parents instilled hard work, love, faith, trust, and constantly being there to support. And I try every day to live up to the standard that they set for me. Then meeting my wife and what she's been to me is I hope everyone has someone or people in their lives that they can say make them better. And Kristen is that for me. She just makes me a better person. She does the same thing with our 2 boys and really help us through whatever we're in need of at that point in time and just meet us in the moment. And I'm so fortunate to have her. Just enjoy the rest of your time at Cortland, but also try and soak it in a little bit and realize that whether it be your professors, your teammates, your coaches, the impact of the people around you today, you don't really realize that when you're in the middle of it. But I can tell you 30 years down the road, that impact is still being felt. From an athletic perspective, been able to have many successes. From a career perspective, coming from my health science degree at Cortland and then leading that into healthcare administration, 30 years, CEO of a large company, been through many large projects, initiatives. But when I boil it all down, to me, it's really family and friends. All of those things are great and all of those successes have felt good along the way. But if I didn't have the support and the people around me from my family and from my friends, it would all be for naught.